We all have an ex that we're never truly over. And I almost regret how many times I've told this lie to. I can't even count how many people. But I've ended things more than half a dozen times. And I just keep going back to this pizza place. I thought I had done my last cover a couple of months ago, but no. This weekend, I ended up taking two more covers, and I was right back in the same situation I always am of being told things like, Mike, whenever you say yes, sir, it sounds suspiciously like fuck you. Wow, don't know how that happened. Or, Mike, your uniform is a disgrace. Well, you just threw salsa all over it last night, and I'm not sacrificing two pairs of jeans since I have to do my own laundry for a couple of covers. But somehow I keep going back. It's been months since the last time I've been on the clock at this place. Injuries have healed up, opportunities have come and gone. I've done so many things that I didn't have time for with all the weekends I was working. I gave them up once again. There is just something about working in a restaurant. Nothing is like it. It's almost like the perfect drug, except for a drug that made it feel like you didn't spend any time at work. Somebody could make a fortune with something like that. But I digress. This weekend, it was absolutely the same old of pizzas getting screwed up, us taking the blame for it, us trying to point out that the person who screwed it up was also the person asking who screwed it up, trying to explain that there was no reason for it to be screwed up because we knew what we were doing, but the supervisor who was standing there telling us we were doing it wrong was actually giving us instructions to do it wrong. And I just can't even count the number of reasons I've come up with to quit this place. I don't know anybody else who has quit a job the number of times I had and been welcomed back, but I think I'm going to be up to number 9 this time. I mean, quit this job for professional reasons. I've quit this job for social reasons. I quit it twice to go on dates. Not really sure how I feel about that. But as far as stupid work stories go, it's always the same thing. There is always a stupid work story to be had. You know where to look. As far as tonight goes, relatively mundane. I am actually shocked at how mundane it was. But as all good work stories go, we can pick on my accent if we have to. I got called out for the way I pronounce charger tonight. I was also taking out the garbage cart and got locked out. Got locked out a second time because I forgot that the door was locked in the first place. Let me just think what else happened. I know I burned myself. I was trying to take a pizza out of the oven without using the pizza paddle, and that's a mistake I'm always happy to make because it looks kind of cool. We'll have to admit, if you can do no other things in life, you damn well better make sure that you can make yourself look cool. And that's what I did until I burned myself. I will give credit to all the people who've pointed out that going back to that job was a bad idea, one of whom I actually quit the job for, but that's a story for another time. Um, if there's an I told you so waiting in the wings, feel free to hit me right between the eyes with it. You know who you are. because I know you'll probably be waiting to say, wait, what was that? But the best thing about working in a pizza place is always that it's never the same experience twice. You can go in and have a completely shitty shift one night, come in the next night and have the best shift of your life. Of course, this is sort of subjective because everybody measures shift quality a little bit differently. Like in my case, if I can come out of it with a good story, I'm happy. Whether it means I've gotten into trouble, been threatened with a firing, gotten locked out, had to power wash something. Other people might say it depends on how much you earn in tips or whether or not you make it through a whole shift without burning yourself. There are all kinds of ways to measure shift success. I didn't really come out with a stupid story this evening. I just came to the conclusion that sooner or later, I'm going to stop telling this lie. I am not going to commit to a career in making pizza. But I will keep going through that revolving door because it's just so much fucking fun to go in there and to be the crusty old veteran of the line, even though I've only worked there for like 3.5, maybe 4 years. Just to walk in and be like, fuck. And if people understand exactly where you're coming from with just that one word, that means they've put up with your shit for a long ass goddamn time. And if you can communicate that efficiently, I think you should start considering a career in professional communication or technical writing, because we technical writers, the ones who have side jobs working at pizza places inexplicably, value efficient communication. The fewer words you can say and make your point, the better off you are and the better communicator you are. Which, goes a long way toward explaining why I usually have to take 10 minutes to go hide in a cooler to text somebody who I'm responding to a text with. But hiding in a cooler is possibly one of the greatest ways of collecting your thoughts. Because it might be -4 degrees in there. You might not want to hang out. There's a point where once you start feeling everything inside your nose freezing, you really figure out a way to hurry up and get that message sent. But there is so much to be gained from hiding in a cooler and texting somebody you care about. Whether it's just for simple reasons, like their text really made your day because you're having the shittiest shift of your life, or if you thought of something that is really going to make that person laugh, go find your cooler in life. Everybody's got one somewhere. Mine is in the back of a pizza place, and it's full of ice cream and blocks of ice and some apocalyptic hoard of cheese that the boss is really proud of saving so much money on because he bought in bulk. But as I stood there, freezing my ass off, cooling my heels, both literally and figuratively, and texting somebody really important, I saw a Klondike bar sitting on a shelf that had been there for years. Everybody kind of forgot about the potential of this Klondike bar because it sat there alone in the dark, waiting for its time in the sun. And I realized the same thing tonight. No matter how many additional shifts I take, it's just a stepping stone on the way to something bigger, better, and more important. All of us are going to be stuck in these jobs at some point where you sit there, you wonder, what the fuck am I still doing here? If you're good at your job, it's easy money. That's all I've got to say with regard to why you're still going to be there. Just collect the check and save your money. Find your way onto the next opportunity. But if it's something that doesn't satisfy you, don't feel obligated to stick around. There's plenty out there. You could always come along and replace me. Find out if you enjoy making pizza as much as I do. You enjoy having to learn creative ways to swear in a family-oriented restaurant, how to recover from a hangover 20 seconds before you step out the door to take a shift you can't remember confirming that you took. These things happen. But find your own pizza place in life. Those stupid stories, they come and go. You know, you may find no other application for a stupid story than sharing it with a person that you're trying to impress, or as an opening line on a date that you know is going to go south really fucking fast because this person is a secret flat earther or just wants to invite you over to watch Friends, and then you end up sleeping on a couch under a leather jacket. Suspiciously specific, I know, but I'm a wise old sage with a lot of fucking experience. But find that job, find that anything that brings you stupid stories. You know, there could be a story of you going out hiking in the most majestic wilderness that you've ever visited in your life, and you take a wrong turn on a trail and go skidding down it on your face. That's a stupid story. Enjoy sharing it. It's the best thing about stories is sharing it. And when we come full circle, I think that's why I can't say no to the pizza place, because I'm sharing my time with people who have sort of become family in a way. Whether it's somebody I call bro because I will take his shift with no notice, no justification. It's just, I got you, man. Or if it's somebody you regard as a distant cousin because one night she took the wrong pizza and you yelled at her. And months after the fact, she let you know that you made her cry over it, but you're too emotionally scarred from other experiences to apologize. If she's watching, I apologize once again. I should have kept my fucking mouth shut. I'm sorry. But whether you apologize after the fact, whether you never have to apologize because you've got that brotastic bond that you have forged through years and years of slinging pizzas, all you have to remember is that pizza is temporary. But people are always impressed by your ability to make it. And if you can stand working at a pizza place, you can find a way to make it anywhere you go in life. So take it easy, think this stuff through, and find a place that gives you your stupid story. Because it's worth it. In the end, it's always worth it.